I'm very curious how you actually prove, if you prove someone is a human or you prove someone is not a machine on the system, and it becomes this ERC 725. It becomes this tokenization of that. So could you kind of just quickly explain, how you verify that a person is a person in the first place and how that becomes a token?
So this is a very good question and a very tricky one. I always use the example of my daughter's birth certificate. If you actually Google "meet the blockchain dad" or "blockchain dad," you will find an article from CoinDesk with me on how I did her birth certificate. So for this case, I did something that we now refer to as a Turing Impossible proofs, a kind of proof that it cannot be processed by a machine. It cannot be processed by an artificial intelligence. It's a proof that requires fundamentally to be acknowledged by a human actor. So in the case of my daughter's birth certificate, it's a video. Videos are still complex enough for machines not to be able to properly interpret what's going on. And in this video, I'm just filming myself, claiming I'm her father, my wife as her mother, two witnesses, my mother and my mother-in-law, all of them stating their identity. And what we do with that video file, that can be a completely private file that I can share to others privately if I never want to make this proof public. But what I need to is, what we do with that video file is we generate a hash. And that hash is what goes into the blockchain. The video can remain private, but the hash will validate, as long as it's in the blockchain, that the contents of that video have not been corrupted and that it was shot in that moment of time where the hash is finally on-chain. In the case of my daughter's birth certificate, that demo was done using the Bitcoin blockchain.